Several threats had been made against Michael, and that was the only reason I would allow him to stay in my program. When they were presentable, I had them meet me outside so we could talk. The amount of space between them wouldn't have suggested they were just fucking like they'd been together for years. Crazy part was, Unique hadn't been here for more than 3 days. Why my tenant's been sending word through the team that y'all around here fucking like rabbits? Michael opened his mouth to speak, and I could tell he was about to say some bullshit. And before you lie, I literally just caught y'all. So please, don't waste my time. While he released a frustrated huff, Unique stepped toward me. She grabbed my hand and looked up at me with pleading eyes. I'm sorry, Asylum. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do. Just, please, don't put me out. I'm going to separate y'all. And since y'all seem to have too much free time on your hands, I'm putting you both on cooking and kitchen duties at your new locations. Relief covered both of their faces as I pulled my hand from Unique's. Being here, you were bound to connect with someone, unless you were intentionally closed off to it. I urged them to have a family mentality, and one of the ways I did that was making sure they cooked and had dinner together. They were allowed to volunteer for other duties such as cleaning, but when people needed more structure, I selected jobs for them. Thank you so much, Asylum, Unique said. I really appreciate this, Michael added. Just follow the rules. I tossed over my shoulder as I walked away. I couldn't help but chuckle as Merc grinned at the sight of me. He was probably my closest confidant and the head of security. While he was never stationed at one asylum for too long, he bounced from one to another throughout the day. If I trusted anyone with my life, it would be Merc. Between him and my best friend Haley, I kept my circle small. Man, say! He dragged as we shook hands. They really in there getting busy? Like they getting paid for it. We laughed. Lights on, room full of people, and they going at it. Damn, I guess they gotta get it how they live. Not in here. Where you putting them? I thought it over for a while before saying, have Bully take Unique to the asylum in Lakeland, and Michael can go to the one in the east. Aight, bet. We shook hands again before I headed to my truck. Out of my 2 cars, the Ram 1500 was the one I drove throughout the day. I usually pulled my Challenger out at night and on weekends. After getting into my truck, I grabbed my phone from the cup holder to check my notifications. True had called me twice, which was unusual. Usually, my girl didn't call me unless she wanted something before I got back home. We had a routine in place, and she knew if I wasn't there when she got out of school that I was working, so she didn't bother me. The fact that she had called twice was a bit unsettling. I called her back and maneuvered my way through the wooded area filled with trees that allowed my asylum to remain hidden. The only way a person could find it was if they were brought to it. It took a few rings, but True eventually answered with, Hey, Daddy Sai. Every time I heard her say that, it made me smile. I hated when people called True my stepdaughter. Having my DNA wouldn't have made her more my child than she already was. The 12-year-old princess had embedded her way into my heart the moment I knew there was a chance she was mine. When her mother and I had the DNA test done, and we learned she shared the DNA of another man, it broke my heart. But holding her in my arms after Sierra gave birth restored me. True had been my girl ever since. Hey, baby girl, you good? True sighed into the phone. She was hesitating, and I wasn't sure why. I'm okay. What is it, True? Mama isn't here, and I was wondering if you could have me something delivered on Uber Eats. I tried to do it, but I don't have any more money in my account. My grip on the steering wheel instantly tightened. I hated how independent Sierra wanted True to be. To me, she was too young to be worrying about ordering food for herself, making appointments, or even being at home by herself for long periods of time.